Hey guys, welcome back to my other channel. Fuck that. Hey guys, welcome to my second video of The Wonderful Words of Oz. In today's video, I'm going to have another 3 stories for you. The first story that I'm going to have for you is actually going to be on some of the sandstone caves in Minnesota that I've explored. I don't know why, but they're definitely my favorite thing to explore, and there's a lot of them in Minnesota, way more than you would think, and you find some of the strangest but coolest things in there that you would never expect to be in a cave. But especially in my last video that I posted, Caves in Minnesota Part 2, we found a trampoline in a bowling alley in a cave, not something you would expect to find at all, but it was definitely really cool. Probably one of my favorite explorers that I've ever been on, maybe other than the Northridge Mall. That place was really cool, and that's probably the biggest place I've ever been to, most exciting, but yeah.
All right guys, I don't know if you can actually see it, it's really dark in here, but I'm literally on a trampoline in a cave. Man, whoever brought this thing down here, you are awesome. I hope you're watching this, cause dude. Wow. Here we go. Ooh, nothing but a strike.
Most of the sandstone caves that you actually see, the Tunnel of Terror or Echo Cave, they're usually man-made. There's probably some of them that have occurred naturally over time, but a lot of them have been mined out or dug out by somebody for some type of usage. Some of the caves actually were used by breweries to store beer back in the day. Some of them have been used to grow mushrooms, or some of them have been used for storage sites. Some have even been used for dumping sites. I've heard that the old High Bridge that was demolished, they took a lot of the rubble and tried to stuff it inside some of the caves because they don't want teens or just other people going in there in general, because they can be dangerous to explore. And so they try to just seal them up and push stuff in the way so people can't get in. But people dig their own entrances anyways, or they just find a new way in consistently. It's definitely an ongoing thing, but I've always said that what they should do is they should have just made it into a state park, or they should make them parks and have a map of where to go, how deep it is and everything. When I made my Iowa video, we actually went to a state park where they had 13 different caves all within the park. They had park rangers that would drive around and they'd go check them out at night to make sure no one was stuck or hurt or maybe even lost or whatever, and I just feel that would have been such a more useful thing to do with the caves than what they are now, because they're not open to the public at all, but people know where they are, so people just go explore them anyways, because they're fun and they're exciting and there is a lot of history to them. So yeah, I don't know, I wish they were open, but that's why I make videos for you guys to still see them anyways, so.
50 feet beneath the ground lies the sanitarium. Watch right out of their skulls. The prisoners. No one will hear your screams. No one will come to your calls. My enemies of the dark awake.
That's awesome.
Here, can I toss you the light?
Stand here. Let me see if I can get a photo with you, or a photo of you. And then turn off your light, because I have the light on right now. The flashlight on the phone's on. No. I turned my light off when Can I use your phone? Light.
Does it keep going?
Huh?
Does it
Yeah,
keep
there's 2 small rooms you guys can go into.
Okay. Does it like open up after you?
Kind of. There's a small hole that opens up to a small room, and then there's another hole that opens up to a smaller room, and then it ends.
But you're never gonna be able to stand up there.
Yeah, you can't stand. It's
Okay.
Yeah, there's just 2 little rooms down here.
it's not like
One right here and then one down here.
I don't necessarily need to go down there.
This is so cold. Water's still flowing.
pipe back there.
No! My foot just got soaked.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Pretty much ends right here, I think.
Yeah. Alright, so my second story that I have for you guys today is actually going to be about my encounter in Gary, Indiana. I wanted to bring it up because, like, online, everyone just kind of tries to make Gary seem like it's the worst or, like, the most dangerous city in America. And, like, I don't think that's true. Like, I've been to parts of, like, Minneapolis that I thought were a lot more sketchy than Gary was, for sure. And my encounter that I had was, like, I was filming the Palace Theater, and we just happened to be, like, looking at my car, like, checking on it from, like, across the street. And there just happened to be some, like, guy who's, like, peering in, like, through the back seat, like, just seeing what he could maybe, like, see in my car, see if it was maybe worth, like, breaking into. And I was like, all right, I'm going over there. Like, I'm definitely going to confront this guy and be like, hey, get the hell away from my car. But by the time, like, we got out there, he had already, like, moved on and was gone. So it was like, thank God I, you know.
Some dude's looking at the cars and shit.
Yeah, I watched them walk up 3 different vehicles on this one. He just stole my hat. I don't know what it is.
Did it fling up?
Gary was definitely kind of like a depressing city though, like because it looked like it used to be a really nice city like back in the day, but now it just doesn't really look like there's that many people there. And like when they say like there's abandoned buildings everywhere, there really is just buildings everywhere that are just destroyed or just run down, like no one lives there. But I'd have to say like my favorite place that like I got to explore when I was there would probably be like the Horace Mann High School, or the City Methodist Church, which are obviously like two of like probably the biggest places that are there. The church was really run down and it was in really bad shape, which kind of sucks because like I actually like show a good comparison of like what the church used to look like back in the day and like what it looks like now, and it's just crazy to see. Like same with the high school. So like if you wanted to see either of those two, like what they used to look like and what they look like now, like definitely go check out those two videos. Alrighty, and my last story for you guys today is going to be like about some of my failed attempts that like I've had, because like I haven't shown some of them, but there's been a few times where we've tried to get into a place or like tried to explore a place and something came up, or like there just happened like to be no way in or something, or we just couldn't find it like when we were there. And the first one that I was going to talk about was the Barbara Coleman plant, because that place was huge and we really wanted to get in there, but it was definitely like one of the most heavily boarded up places that we've ever been to, and it was also like 5 hours away from like where we were. So, but after leaving, I did look up and I did see that there is 2 different ways into the place. One of them's kind of dangerous, and the other one like I just don't want to expose because I don't want to expose it for anybody else, or like in case like I want to go back and check it out. But we also like don't try to like break into any places or like push our luck, go outside like our comfort zone. Like if there isn't already like a pretty clear way to get in, then we just like won't explore, because then it kind of just makes it either more dangerous, more sketchy, and like we don't want to like add to our list of like things that could happen like if we get caught, you know what I mean? The second failed attempt that I was going to talk about is actually the Damon silos, because we didn't really have too much time to like check it out in general. Like we were on our way back from a trip of exploring from Gary and we wanted to stop and check it out, but there was actually some security present, and there's quite a few videos of like people having to run from them or just them catching them, and I just didn't necessarily want to have to deal with it or even just like go on like a super sneaky mission to try to get around him. And there's quite a few videos of that people have already made of the Damon silos, but they're pretty cool. Like, they're pretty famous. They've been there for a long time. They've been in some movies. Like, they were in the Transformers movie, I think the 4th one. I'm not 100% sure which one exactly, but I'll probably add that clip. There was like an explosion or like a stunt scene that they did there, and so I'll probably add that in the end of this. Last failed attempt that I'm going to talk about is there's actually this hospital that we were trying to explore like this last winter, and we were trying to go like up around the backside of it and just like be sneaky, and there happened to be like a building right next to it, and some guy had like a truck and he was unloading stuff into the building, and he just happened to see us like trying to go into the hospital like right next to it, and he stopped everything he was doing. He just stared at us, and he waited until like we left and walked away. But then we just kind of like got back to our car and like got the hell out of there, because we were like, he definitely knew what we were up to. But I am definitely gonna probably make a trip back there at some point, because I definitely want to show you guys that, and I haven't got to explore a hospital yet, which I do think would be pretty cool. It'd be probably pretty creepy, but that's definitely on my list of places that I want to show you guys. I definitely want to thank you guys for watching another video. Stay tuned for some more to come. I don't necessarily know what else I'm going to talk about on this channel. Like, maybe I'll try to mix it up and think of other things to even talk about, like other than maybe just my adventures. But yeah, we'll see where it goes from here, and thanks for watching. Bye, guys.